Hi everyone, it's Adrienne here, Paper Diva 67. I am here to show you some tags that I made, charms that I made for a charm swap that I was involved in on the Scrapbeach, and it was for August of 2011. And this month's theme was, it's a Tim Holtz swivel charm swap, and the theme is French flea market. I hope I got that right. Anyhow, and so you were supposed to make a charm that had at least 10, I'm assuming 10 danglies on them, minimum of 10 dangles, and then place them on a tag. So this is what the finished product looks like, and first I'll go over the charms and then I'll show you the tag. So, okay, so here are the charms. My fingers look terrible, I'm sorry. But I've been inking away. Maybe if I put something behind it, then you don't have to look at my hands. They're weak. Okay, so some of these are, I'll show you some of these tags. It's not tags, excuse me, dangles. So this one is a Tim Holtz fragment. Yay, I got the name right. I'm always forgetting what they're called. This is a fragment, and this piece of paper I think came from, a Graphic 45 collection or something. Pretty sure, yeah, that was the paper line, and that was inked. The requirements for this swap were the colors black and silver, red, pink. And I think, the intention is either to use red or pink, but I use both. So, because I like the way that color combination is. It's kind of, I don't know, it's fun and pretty, and it was hard for me to choose one. So, here's a little just a little charm that I've had this for a long time. This was really fun because I have a lot of jewelry making supplies, and I actually kind of got burnt out on making jewelry. I don't know why. I think it's just too limiting for me. I know that sounds silly, but so this is just so great to be able to use all these wonderful, beautiful beads. So there's another one. It's kind of a longer one. And this one I really like a lot. This little piece right here was actually just, you know how you've just got little baubles and stuff in your collection? So this must have been, these 3 little pearls were part of a larger, just little chain of pearls. And so I cut those down, and then I made this one, and that little silver pearl I've had in my stash for a long, long time. And here's just a little pearl dangle right there, and trying to go in some kind of semblance of an order, but it's kind of tough. Oh, I know what this is. This was actually a 2-parter, see? So this is really probably one of my favorites. This reminded me of a teacup, the little porcelain, and it was actually a rather large bead. And so what I did was I took 2 other beads, and I put this one large bead in between the 2. And then there's just a pretty crystal. I love those crystals. And let's see, so we've seen those. And what do I got next? Here's another one of those Tim Holtz fragments, just a tiny one. And that was just some paper, and I stamped on it, and then I put a little dragonfly on that one. And here's another set. These are really kind of hard to show everybody. There we go. This one is another fun one. It's kind of a long one. This one has one of those, I guess you call it a bead cap. The larger one of those black beads. And I actually put a red bead inside. And this is a little silver bead on top. And then it has a little dangle. And again, that red dangle I've had for a long time. The little red beads I've had for a while. This one I love too. So I found these beads. They were like a set of 6 of them. Probably they were all chained together. Probably the idea to make a bracelet, but anyhow, I like these much better. And then there's this one, it's another red and black. And then this polka dot just kind of reminds me of that kind of French, I don't know, polka dotty theme. I think it's really cute. And then here is another one of those porcelain charms. And then this is a little frame, and that came from a Tim Holtz paper stash, probably Crowded Attic or something like that. It was from one of those little tiny square ones, and then on the back I stamped the paper that they used. And of course there's a clear plastic piece in there, and somebody could replace that with a photo. So anyhow, I think that's most of them. I know there's at least 10 there. So that's that. And then if you see this, it's a little red because I tried dyeing it with my alcohol inks, and I don't know how well it's gonna stay, but at least it'll kind of, it was shiny, and so now it's not so shiny anymore. So that's the charm. And then this is the tag. It's just something kind of simple. I was trying to do something a little fancier, and I just kept fooling around with it, trying to make a pocket for it, and it was so frustrating to me. I got the pocket right, but I just couldn't get the design right, and I just thought, that's it. No, just going out like this. Oh, and this one is mine. I don't like that one. I like this one. I don't like that bottom. So this is actually what they all look like. This is prettier. That's what the ladies get. So here is, this is one of the newer Tim Holtz stamps. And then it has this phrase that just fits. I thought it fit right there in the bodice just fine. Experience is not what happens to you, it's what you do with what happens to you. And then there's the cagey part, and then I put just a little piece of trim in there, and put little recollections, I don't know, half black pearl things, and a couple more pearls. I used the stickles around the outside. And then this is another Tim Holtz stamp that I embossed. And then for my ribbon, I've had this ribbon for a while too, and it's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of a dull, cottony, taupey color, reminding me of the color that was in the background. And then I took a stamp, and I, like a handwriting stamp, and I just went all along the ribbon and stamped it. So I did with that stamped ribbon. Oh, and I gave her a little necklace right there. If you can see that. And then the back just, you know, basically it's got a few more stamps. This pink stamp, this ink is this really interesting ink. It really only shows up on a dark background, and you know, you don't get super clear images, but it's pretty. So, and I did, of course, the little chandelier and all the information about the swap. So, anyhow, this is really fun to do, and I kind of signed up last minute, and my schedule is kind of crazy, and I probably shouldn't have done it, but gosh, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it so much that I think I'm probably going to do next month's too. And those colors for next month, I think were supposed to be blues and greens and browns, and kind of a, I think, Crowded Attic or something was the idea. So, oh, and here's a little rose that I gave the ladies, a little extra I Am Roses rose in the red, and It was really hard for me to give that up out of my stash, but I just thought it looked so pretty there that I just had to give up to the ladies. So anyhow, thanks for watching and leave me a comment. Okay, guys? Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.